Alright, so this is a Shimakaze game, and this is actually one of the first times where I will admit that I've actually done something right in the Shimakaze. And it's not very often that I say that, because, well, I don't do the Shimakaze right most of the time. Because, to be honest, it's played in a very specific way. And I do play it in that very specific way, but the results are, how should I put it, very lackluster. Even when we do win, even when you try to do a lot of hard work, you sometimes get nowhere. And that's at least how I've gotten here in the Shimakaze. Of course, by the way, I forgot to do the hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warships, but that's self-explanatory at this point. So, we're actually playing the Shimakaze because, well, I actually want to make money today. And big money in one goes. And the best way to do that, honestly, is to play, whatchamacallit. My brain is farting right now. Legendary ships. There it is. I played one game before this, and it was a defeat, but I was alive at the end. I mean, I know I can gun in this thing. If I need to and push comes to shove, I can shoot, but I don't normally do that in a Shimakaze. Because the guns are not what save you in this thing. What saves you are the torpedoes. You'll notice that we have a second Shimakaze here. And let me move the mic a little bit. Alright, there we go. So you know that we have a second Shimakaze, and you'll notice that I'm located, which means someone has radio. But I'm not detected, and that's going to be how it is basically for the entirety of the game. No one on the enemy team will ever find me. Oh, by the way, this is a Hail Mary and a half, what you're about to see. There's one. There's two. And three goes about where one did. More or less. I'm laying a smoke screen to try to protect my battleships. Give them some kind of thing to run to and hide in. I'm actually slightly surprised at what's about to happen, and I really want to know. And waiting for it. Yeah, it was the third one. Okay. It was the third salvo. Right, the third fan of torpedoes. You honestly don't know how surprised I was at that, because I was like, wait, what? I killed something. It's like, oh, hey, there's a lightning. Oh, man. That legitimately did give me a good, wait, what the what moment. Because it really wasn't expected that I would get the Kevlar. Of course, I tried to torpedo the Brits, but that was gonna happen. So something that I feel like I should mention is that whatever you do, don't hide in smoke screens. Set them, hide in them if they're your only resort, but be warned. Normally, if there's still destroyers or cruisers with torpedoes around, and they're close enough, torpedoes will be incoming. To quote a very great man, smokescreens or torpedo magnets. In fact, actually, that game I lost in the before I recorded this, actually, in the Shimakaze as well. That guy also was hiding in his smoke screen. And the worst part is he was still firing, and I knew vaguely where he was. That kind of gave it a wide dump. Narrow band, but wide angle, so when I had one directly on, and then one off, more or less where I knew he was. And yeah, no, Benson, first dead. Why? Because you stayed in his smoke screen. If there's nothing else that I want to teach you guys right now, it's don't hide in a smoke screen. So, the enemy team have lost 2 destroyers, and we've lost nobody. And then I noticed something. Okay, so I know where 1 destroyer is. Good, the last destroyer is dead. But it's like, I knew where everyone basically was. So, smoke screen showed up randomly. I'm fine. And then I realized something. As I'm getting closer and closer to this Yamato. Where's the Minotaur? And there was the Minotaur. There's a very good reason why I'm getting this close. Because idiocy is very strong. And this Yamato apparently doesn't know what, for you PC people, his W he does. And for you other console people, he doesn't know what his X, or I'm trying to remember what is that. I think it's also X on Xbox, I think. I'm looking at my Bismarck like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you standing still? And our first casualty. And I think our only casualty. Our Yamato? Don't worry, I made that a points neutral exchange. Now here's the thing, I have to be careful, because I don't know if it's a smoke Minotaur or a radar Minotaur. Now for those of you who know World of Warships, a radar Minotaur is the highest meme possible. Because it's a paper cruiser. It's standard British light cruiser fare. But remember, that thing has a blistering rate of fire. Don't get into a gunfight with it if you can help it. And yeah, that's what I was trying not to do. The fact that I know that he knows that I'm the one spotting him, in all likelihood, is kind of a nice factor. But I'm also just watching, and I'm looking. And I'm just waiting. You'll notice I didn't fire all 3 tubes there for a very good reason. I wanted to make sure that I had 1 tube, or one, yeah, we'll still call them tubes. I still wanted to have 1 tube just in case he turned suddenly and I could snap my steering around. So I have faster steering than he does. I'm keeping tabs on him with it. I picked up this trick from Flamu, if I remember right. And it is only now that he realizes he has fucked up. It's the 1 good hit. And then, by God, another danger pylon! This one was really unfortunate that I just didn't hit him. It really was just unfortunate. Because I thought he was gonna still go straight for a while. And then, well, Jackass McGee jackassed down south. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I hoped, and I prayed, and I wanted it to go alright, but it didn't. But yeah, no, notice that I've actually been keeping at least 1.5 kilometers throughout this entire game between me and the enemy for detectability. For the simple fact of I'm scared to get caught, because Shimakaze doesn't have much in the way of protection. It has good survivability by the fact that it's pretty damn quick, and if you do it right, your steering is very quick, and I have it to be only 2 seconds. So literally as fast as the Friesland fires, I can change direction. Or at least I can get my rudder to turn that way. I actually decided to try to open up fire here, but I mean, he was going to be dead well before that ever happened. You know, steal kill if you can get it. Right? And then it's a long chase to the east. And I'm really happy about this, seriously. That the best I can do is something like this. And it does slightly annoy me, because I have had higher damage numbers. I do remember one game where I think I got somewhere about 200,000. By people being complete utter morons. In fact, actually, I think if I haven't uploaded it, then it's definitely somewhere in my video folder that I've been meaning to upload, of a man who decided that a perfectly straight course, when you know there's destroyers out there with long range, is the best idea. No, I think I did actually post it. Fairly certain. Ah, man, I can remember that guy. I fired him at fucking extended ranges, and I missed the intended target. It was a hit that I was intended to hit, but damn it, what was it, North Carolina? Yeah, I think it was Yamato, actually, maybe. Yeah, no, it wasn't Yamato. Yamato right behind him, sailing the exact same course, just a bit further back. Everything hits him, except for one torpedo, which actually hits the intended target, but damn, it is great. Oh, it was great. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is actually how you properly play a Shimakaze. This week I've had some highs and lows in World of Warcraft, seeing, wow, you guys really make me question my faith in this game. But yesterday I saw a man in New Mexico get well over 30,000 XP, and I was right there in third with somewhere about 1,700. The man was the absolute unit. I still love this game, and he made me love it even more. Take it easy, guys.